You wake up one morning with a wild idea. Walk from your front door in Ohio all the way to China. You tell your roommate, who assumes you mean the airport. Nope, you mean walking, literally. The appeal? No security lines, no airplane food, just you and the open road. You imagine yourself as a modern Marco Polo, striding across continents, podcasts in your ears. The plan seems simple: keep walking east until you hit China. You grab a granola bar, ready for the adventure. But here's the catch. The Earth isn't a pedestrian-friendly grid. It's a lumpy, wet rock with inconveniently placed oceans. Your plan works, until you reach California and the Pacific Ocean. Suddenly, your route is blocked by 63 million square miles of water. Walking on water? Not really an option. You could try, but gravity and drowning are pretty persuasive arguments against it. So, is this the end? Not quite. The determined walker sees the ocean as a puzzle, not a wall. There's a workaround, but it means heading north. Very, very far north. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, but the journey to China, it begins with a detour. You'll need to rethink your route, your gear, and your expectations. The open road is about to get a lot colder, and a lot more complicated. Forget the easy stroll. This is about to become a survival challenge. The Pacific isn't your only obstacle, but it's the first big one. If you're serious, you'll need to find a place where continents almost touch, and that means heading for the top of the world. The adventure you imagined is about to get real. No more daydreaming. This is the start of a truly epic walk. So are you ready to leave the comfort of your couch for the wild unknown? Because the only way forward is north. And it's going to be a long, cold walk. The first step is easy. The next 9 million? Not so much. But hey, at least you won't have to worry about airplane food. Let's see how far you can really go. The main reason you can't just walk to China, the Pacific Ocean. It's vast. Over 12,000 miles across at its widest. Even if you could walk on water, it would take over a year and a half at a brisk pace. And that's without bathroom breaks or, drowning. The Pacific is deep, cold, and full of hazards. Sharks, storms, and soul-crushing loneliness await anyone foolish enough to try. There's no land bridge from California to China, just endless water. The world map is a conspiracy of oceans, designed to thwart ambitious walkers. So, a direct route is out. But if you look north, the continents curve toward each other. At the top of the world, Alaska and Siberia are separated by just 55 miles, the Bering Strait. In winter it sometimes freezes, creating a dangerous temporary ice bridge. This is your loophole. It's not easy, but it's the only way. If you want to walk to China, you'll have to brave the Arctic. Ready for the coldest shortcut on Earth? The only plausible walking route? Go north, way north, through Canada into Alaska to Cape Prince of Wales. Here, the Bering Strait separates the US from Russia by just 55 miles. In winter, the strait can freeze, forming a treacherous ice bridge. Crossing it is like playing Frogger on shifting, deadly ice at minus 40 degrees. The ice moves, cracks, and can strand or drown you in an instant. Adventurers have tried, some made it, most didn't. Polar bears, blizzards, and Russian border patrols await on the other side. This isn't a hike, it's a survival mission. If you make it, Siberia is waiting. Congratulations, you've crossed the Bering Strait and entered Siberia. First challenge, Russian border patrol. Hope you like paperwork. Or handcuffs. Now, the real journey begins. Siberia is massive, cold, and empty. 10% of Earth's land, but almost no people. There are few roads, mostly frozen rivers and swamps. You'll walk through untracked wilderness, battling cold, hunger, and exhaustion. Carrying food and gear is a daily struggle. Every stop risks hypothermia. No towns, no help, just endless taiga and tundra. The psychological toll is immense, weeks or months without seeing another soul. Survival here takes more than toughness. It takes expert knowledge and iron will. You're no longer a casual walker, you're a professional sufferer, and you're still thousands of miles from China. Siberia isn't just a place, it's an ordeal. Welcome to the hardest part of your journey. Let's do the math. Anchorage to Beijing is about 9,000 miles, a winding, brutal route. That's 4 Appalachian trails, but with worse weather and more bears. On good terrain, you might walk 20 miles a day. Here, maybe 15 if you're lucky. At that pace, it's 600 days, almost 2 years of non-stop walking. Realistically, with rest and setbacks, plan for 2 to 3 years. You can't carry all your food, you'll need supply caches, careful planning, and lots of money. Specialized gear for every climate, multiple visas, and endless paperwork. Tourist visas last 30 to 90 days, good luck getting a 3-year walking visa. Bureaucracy might stop you before the cold does. The logistics are staggering, the paperwork alone could break you. Walking is the easy part, everything else is the real challenge. What could go wrong? Almost everything. Fall through the bearing ice, hypothermia in minutes, get lost in a blizzard, stranded on a drifting ice floe, or meet a hungry polar bear. Survive that, and Siberia offers frostbite, gear failure, and medical emergencies far from help. A twisted ankle or broken stove could be fatal. Food caches might be raided by animals or never arrive. Visas could expire, making you an illegal immigrant in the middle of nowhere. Language barriers and bureaucracy add to the misery. The real enemy? Monotony, loneliness, and the grind of walking for years. Most likely you'll quit long before you reach China. But hey, you'll be famous online for trying. The odds are against you. But the story? Unforgettable. So, can you walk from the US to China? Technically yes, but it's a colossally bad idea. More survival ordeal than adventure. You'll face unimaginable cold, isolation, wildlife, and bureaucracy. The risk of failure or death is sky high. If you want adventure, there are safer, saner trails out there. The walk to China is an answer to a question nobody asked. Next time you dream big, maybe just walk around the block. It's safer, quicker, and you'll be home for lunch. The Great Wall will still be there, on your screen, frostbite free. Technically possible? Yes. Recommended? Absolutely not.